Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox back with another episode of Compliance Week 2023 Speaker Series. Today, I'm thrilled to have with me Mary Inman, partner at Constantine Cannon. First of all, Mary, welcome.
Thank you, Tom. Always great to be on the show.
Mary, could you remind our audience of your current role?
My current role, I'm fortunate enough to be the head of our law firm, Constantine Cannon's international whistleblower practice. So I specialize in helping recruit whistleblowers to come provide intelligence to various U.S. agencies who pay them financial rewards for that information.
And you are once again, I'm not sure of chairing what the right phrase was, but you are having a fireside chat with an author. So could you tell us a little bit about the fireside chat you're facilitating and what at least you hope to communicate on during that session at Compliance Week?
I'm really excited to be able to be interviewing in my fireside chat a man who wears lots and lots of hats. And before I reveal who he is, I have to say that last year I got to interview John Carreyrou for Compliance Week, the author of the book Bad Blood. So that was a hard act to follow. I am just as excited about this year's, and his name is Ted Siedle. And for folks who do not know much about Ted, he is probably one of the most successful whistleblowers. He also is an author of multiple books. He served as a compliance officer and did blow the whistle there. And he also heads a financial advisory firm where he does forensic investigations into pension fraud. So he is a whistleblower outsider primarily, although he has been a whistleblower insider. When he received two of the largest rewards at the time from the SEC and the CFTC, he actually reported on wrongdoing by JP Morgan, where they were basically failing to disclose conflicts of interest to their high net worth and wealth management clients. At that time, he did not work for JP Morgan. He uncovered it in his role as an investment advisor at his investment advisory firm. That being said, he has also blown the whistle. That was after the Dodd-Frank whistleblower reward program. So he came away with, I think it was, $48 million from the SEC and $30 million from the CFTC for the JP Morgan matter, for a total of $78 million. I think, Tom, you and I would both have long retired after that. It has not slowed Ted down one bit. He continues to go after a number of money managers who are advising public pensions and are charging excessive and hidden fees and failing to disclose conflicts of interest. So it hasn't slowed him down at all. So there's going to be a lot to talk about with our friend Ted, but most importantly, he did, for this compliance office, he did in 1988, before the Dodd-Frank program, he reported to the SEC after reporting internally on front-running fraud, basically senior fund managers asking colleagues to delay trades for clients until they could complete their own trades. So front-running, a securities law violation. He became privy to that information in his role as chief compliance officer and legal counsel at Putnam Investments in 1988. This was before the SEC actually paid rewards to whistleblowers. Ultimately, it resulted many years later in Putnam paying $110 million to both the SEC and the state of Massachusetts. So he can actually show the before and after view of what it was like to be a whistleblower with the SEC before and after rewards.
Well, Mary, I remember last year how excited you were to visit with John Carreyrou, and what a great presentation and fireside chat that was. And if you're more excited, or at least equally excited this year, it's going to be equally or better. So I, for one, am greatly looking forward to it. Mary, could we conclude by asking, what are some of the things you are looking to get out of Compliance Week 2023 this year?
Wow. Compliance Week is one of my favorite weeks of the year, because it allows me to stay super current on all the topical issues in compliance. And of course, I will not be missing any panel that relates to sanctions law violations. That's one of the biggest topics, of course, given the Ukraine conflict and that being an enforcement priority for the Treasury Department and OFAC. So that will be one of my tops. But I'm always a perennial favorite is ESG. And of course, the collapse of crypto has given us tons to talk about. I'm looking forward to all of that and more.
Mary, I'm looking forward to catching up with you next week. I'm certainly looking forward to your fireside chat. And I hope our listeners will join us at Compliance Week 2023.
Sounds good. See you there.